Black Ops 7 has a big problem. What's up guys, this is Bird Music and welcome back to the Black Ops 7 Beta. To my surprise, man, I've actually been having a blast with the Black Ops 7 Beta so far, and I feel like a huge part of that has to do with the open Moshpit, because this has classic matchmaking. It's essentially no skill-based matchmaking. But even though I've been having a lot of fun on the Black Ops 7 Beta so far, there are some concerns and some problems that I want to talk about. One of the craziest things that's been happening to me on this beta that surprisingly did not happen on Black Ops 6, I think at all during that beta, is that on multiple occasions and on multiple days, I've run into cheaters in this beta. Check it out.
Remember to watch the kill cam on this revenge, dude. I think he is hacking.
I'll keep an eye out.
It's potential. It's potential.
Potential hack source? Okay, I'm watching this. Well, he might just be really sweaty, but
I've only seen him get headshots.
He's just spam sliding a bunch. He is 66 to 19. Wild though. Imagine it's the no skill based mode, but it's not the no cheaters mode. Okay, wait. Yeah, he's cheating. Guys, we got a cheater. Yep. He's actually, yep.
I knew it.
Second cheater. We got an aimbot. We've got an aimbotter in here. Okay, I'm gonna report him. That's actually wild. Headshot hacking. Let's see if he got play. Yeah, he got play. Look, guys, this is the cheater. Black Ops 7 Beta. Welcome to the no skill based mode. Unfortunately, it's not the no cheater mode. This guy doesn't play by those rules because he's too busy automatically locking onto our heads.
So obvious, dude.
Jeepers creepers, you have really good aim. How'd you get so good?
Oh, yeah, I bet.
The first cheater that we ran into was completely shameless. This person was getting headshots for basically every single kill. It even showed up as the best play of the game, and we did report this person afterwards, and I think they might have gotten banned. Now, I'm not too sure about this next clip, but I'll let you guys be the judge of this one.
Favorite clip so far? Wait a second. Is bro hacking? I thought that was the Gravemaker. What the f? That shot was impossible.
Oh wait, we just got a playlist update on the game too. What are they changing? Oh, okay, thank God the open playlists are still here. I was about to be so worried. But yeah, if we watch this clip back in slow motion, it still just makes no sense. I have no idea how he managed to get this headshot through like multiple walls with a regular sniper. It's not like it's the Gravemaker where you can charge that score streak up and shoot people through multiple walls. And since at this point I've run into multiple cheaters on the beta, you never know. So I'm not gonna rule it out. But this last clip of a person cheating in the beta is so insane. You guys have to see it.
Stay on task.
Wow. What the hell? Dude, you see this guy's name? This guy's name? I can't speak.
Holy aim assist.
Oh my god.
Let's go.
No, this guy's hacking.
Bez with the
Is he hacking?
That guy's cheating. They got a cheater on the
He's
team.
cheating. He's 100% cheating. He just shot me through the fucking wall.
Dude, he was 11 to 1 before someone ended his streak. Let's beat
No,
the
I
cheater.
can't. I literally can't. I can't kill him.
It's also the fastest I think we've ever recognized it. Oh, there he goes. And of course he's in hardcore where you can't watch kill cams, you know. Got him. Wow. That was 4 headshots in a row. Wow. He just rage quit. Wow, and we can't report his ass.
There
oh, and then he got reported.
Him already, bro.
I think, dude. Well, I don't know if if anyone's watching the stream.
Banned.
I think Activision just banned him right then and there.
I mean, he was being very obvious about it.
W Call of Duty for banning that guy. I bet they just banned him right then and there.
Hey, this is Eric from the future here because it turns out that the COD Updates Twitter account confirmed that they permanently banned this account for cheating. I just had to throw this in there because it happened after I got done recording. Now, I don't know if this last cheater had aimbot because not every single kill was a headshot, but they were able to pre-fire people through walls, which led me to believe that they were probably wall hacking. But it was also kind of hard to tell because we were playing in hardcore, so you can't watch kill cams because they don't exist in hardcore. But regardless of that, the way they were playing was so suspect, but I did manage to kill them, and then it seemed like they either left the match after that happened. I don't know if they got mad because I ruined their streak, but both Matt and Mystic, who's one of our mods, they both said that they reported this guy, and I wouldn't be surprised if the other teammates reported him too, and it seems like they might have actually banned him while we were streaming. And if that is the case, that's a massive W for Call of Duty as well as Ricochet anti-cheat, because it seems like they really are trying to step up the anti-cheat and get these cheaters banned as fast as possible. Now we're gonna go ahead and queue for some open hardcore Moshpit because I want to play this while talking more about like the cheating problem, because again, from the Black Ops 6 beta, I only remember seeing clips of people sharing the fact that they were able to cheat on the beta, but I don't personally remember running into a single cheater in the Black Ops 6 beta. So yeah, it's definitely kind of concerning that almost every single day of this beta, I've run into at least like one cheater. It's definitely not good, but at the same time, we're at a point with video games where people are like flexing the ability to cheat in these games. Like some people are just like,
why are you getting upset? It's just a beta.
like, what do you mean? I don't care if it's the alpha, the beta, the full game, or if the game's like 10 years old. Cheating is cheating and it's wrong and you're stupid if you think otherwise. It's literally the dumbest and lamest excuse that these people use to just justify cheating. Absolutely sad, pathetic behavior. Oh my god, the timing on that. Unfortunately, we're at a point with video games that I feel like, especially with Call of Duty, where cheating in the game has just become too normalized in a way. And a big part of that has to do with access to cheats. You know, like people will be either using like Cronuses and stuff like that, or they'll actually spend money for cheats like on PC and stuff. And we've gotten to a point where the cheat providers themselves are outpacing the anti-cheat systems in video games, not even just Call of Duty. So yeah, I really don't see that being any different for Black Ops 7, but at the same time, this is just a problem with video games in general right now. So yeah, while it's definitely concerning for Black Ops 7, ooh, hold on, wait, we got a little streak going. We got the Grave Merker. We might be able to get a nuke in this one, boys. Hold up. Wait, I thought I had the fast charge on. Do I not have it on right now? Dude, I could have sworn I had fast charge on. Oh, there goes the streak. Come on, that was such a bad peek. But yeah, so far the cheating situation for Black Ops 7, it's definitely concerning, but I feel like they kind of do have it under control. And I hope as time goes on, there's going to be less cheaters and, you know, hopefully Ricochet anti-cheat will keep banning these losers. But the next problem I want to talk about is, weirdly enough, skill-based matchmaking. Right now, at least, it's not as big of an issue because we have these open mosh pits. We have the... Oh. The fucking bomb drone, dude. Okay, that might actually be a problem for the full game, too. I'm so tired of dying to that thing, bro. And in hardcore, it's so much more cheese because you just instantly died to it. That's been so frustrating to deal with, bro. But the main reason I'm mentioning skill-based matchmaking is because we don't know for sure if they're gonna actually keep this open mosh pit or basically have classic matchmaking in the full game. It seems like on average, everyone's really loving this. Everyone's enjoying the open mosh pit. And this is a big win for Call of Duty players. Oh my, dude, that's actually crazy. I was in the middle of my streak. But yeah, like I was saying, the no skill-based matchmaking, the open mosh pit stuff, this is a huge win for players. And it seems like a lot of people are really enjoying this so far. But now the question is the open mosh pit, is the classic matchmaking going to stay in the full game? They're seeing people's feedback and the responses to this. And there's no way that after this beta, they would just go back to the old system. Now I say that, but at the same time, I think a lot of us, he's actually camping with a hologram. That's insane. All right, and that's game. That was our first no skill-based matchmaking game of the day. Went 65 to 21, 3 KD without even really having to try. I mean, the M15 is just insane. And this is what's so nice about the open mosh pits is that you can just queue for this and you don't really have to try all that hard. And it just feels like classic Call of Duty. And it's like, sure, some of the matches might be a little bit more lopsided and they might not be as balanced or fair, but that's also the classic Call of Duty experience. Even though we popped off that match, there's also plenty of games I've played in the open mosh pits where I'm not doing as well. And regardless of whether I'm doing really well or not, I'll still stick through those matches and play them. Sometimes I'll rage quit, but that's also the main benefit of the classic matchmaking, because after days of playing this and having so many hours on this beta already, I can confidently tell you that the reason why people rage quit matches and just try to find something different is maybe they just didn't get the map or game mode that they liked and then they back out, try to get a different one. Maybe the match isn't going well. Maybe they don't like who they're playing against. But the thing that's nice about classic matchmaking is that it takes roughly like 5 seconds to get put into a new match. Although right now, I'm not gonna lie, this kind of feels like the exception, but granted, I'm playing hardcore. The regular open mosh pit at the very top has the fastest matchmaking times for sure, because it's the first option. The hardcore mosh pit's a little bit different because not every COD player wants to play hardcore. But right now in the Black Ops 7 open beta, we do have classic matchmaking, and regardless of the circumstances, if you just want to find a different match, it just simply does not take that long to find one. And I'm sure there's plenty of other people that are testing this out. They're trying to see if it really is classic matchmaking. And like I was saying, man, from hours and hours of playing this beta, it really does feel like that's the case. There's only one thing that's potentially missing. I thought I heard him. Dude, these guys are freaks. Holy. This is what I'm saying, bro. I'm 0-3. These guys are demons in here. But that's the beauty of it. You never know what you're gonna get. The only thing that we're kind of missing at this point is having true non-disbanding lobbies, which would mean that after every single match you play, you're gonna stay with the same players and the same teams. And when we had classic matchmaking, they might rebalance the teams depending on how everyone's performing, you know? And it's kind of strange because we sort of have that in the Black Ops 7 open beta with the open mosh pit. I have actually noticed that they do try to keep the lobbies together. Now, it's not necessarily gonna keep everyone in the match together at the same time, which is why I say that it's like partially working. Sometimes you will just straight up get an entirely new lobby. There's also other times where the lobby doesn't disband and it just keeps everyone together. I think this is something that they're actually testing during the beta. I think what's truly going on behind the scenes is that they're testing disbanding lobbies, non-disbanding lobbies, and then partially disbanding lobbies to see what yields the best data. And I think what they're trying to figure out is which system overall works the best. And I'd imagine they're trying to determine that by how long people will actually stay in that lobby with everyone without backing out. Now take this with a grain of salt, it's just my assumption, that's just my judgment, but ultimately if I was working at Beanox or Treyarch or Activision, like whoever actually handles the matchmaking systems, okay, to be fair at this point, I think it's actually Demonware. We actually kind of debunked that recently in a short, but regardless, whoever handles the matchmaking, their end goal is to have a matchmaking system where players seem happy and satisfied and they stay on the game and they're playing for longer. So when it comes to classic matchmaking, it's not about trying to figure out whether or not the game is, you know, having fast time to matches or putting you in good connection lobbies, because the entire time I've been playing it, the matchmaking has been lightning fast and I've been getting better connection in my lobbies. And I think most notably, which I kind of forgot to mention, is that I'm not really getting as much packet loss and packet bursts. That has always been a very annoying consistent issue with Black Ops 6 and even some of the other recent Call of Duty games. And it is one of those situations where it feels like in those other Call of Duty games, it's not prioritizing connection, it's not prioritizing ping. Because the worse your ping is, the higher of a chance of you getting packet loss and packet bursts. So that's a pretty interesting observation as well. I think so far for this classic matchmaking, they've nailed the ability to put you in games fast and also give you a good connection. I think the thing that they're actually testing... Oh, wait, we're kind of frying. I think, oh shit, oh my! I think the main thing that they're actually testing and they're trying to get data on is non-disbanding lobbies versus disbanding lobbies. And obviously when you're just casually playing these playlists, there's no way to know exactly what's going on. You can try to make your best guess as to who's staying in the match and who's not, but ultimately this is one of those situations where they're the ones that are going to have the data, they're going to collect it, they're the only people that are going to have the exact numbers, and they're going to let us know what works best and what doesn't, and that's what kind of has me worried. Now look man, if it was up to me, if I could make the decision, I would just go ahead and full send the classic matchmaking with non-disbanding lobbies. It's obviously the easiest way to win over the community because this is exactly what they've been asking for so many years. And I feel like this ties in very nicely with my last concern for Black Ops 7, which is actually Battlefield 6. And look man, just to get this out of the way, I fully intend to play and enjoy both Battlefield 6 and Black Ops 7. After playing both betas, it is abundantly obvious to me that both of these games are just not even actually competing with each other. Even though they're both popular FPS games that are going to be dropping new games roughly around the same time, they really don't share a lot of similarities in terms of gameplay. Because at least from my POV, Battlefield 6 is going to be a more grounded, realistic, modern FPS game that also mostly focuses on the big team modes like Breakthrough and Conquest, and there's also vehicle play as well. And there's a much bigger emphasis on squad play, playing the objective, and having those epic Battlefield moments. Whereas Black Ops 7, you know, it's going to be 6v6 Call of Duty, it's going to be very fast-paced, definitely very infantry focused, as well as being one of those Call of Duty games that has very powerful, very strong score streaks.
In Battlefield, you are the score streak.
Bitch, in this game, I am the score streak. You might as well just call in a Merc music. Look what I'm doing. These poor creatures, they've been protected by skill base for so long. You're getting fucked today, boys! Oh, never mind. Dude, I'm having so much fun on this beta, I'm sorry. But yeah, anyone that's played both betas, I think they know damn well that both games, they're not even really competing in the same space. This isn't like back in the day when Modern Warfare 3 was going up against Battlefield 3, you know? Where both of those games were modern military FPS games, and still they offered completely different types of gameplay. But even though both Battlefield 6 and Black Ops 7 will, you know, pretty much be opposites in terms of gameplay style, it's very obvious that people who are Battlefield only fans are very excited for BF6. And people that are mainly fans of just Call of Duty are still kind of undecided on Black Ops 7. I do think that this beta has actually kind of changed some people's minds and given them reassurance that this game might actually be pretty good. But not everyone's convinced. I do think that people who want a more realistic Call of Duty game that's a little bit slower paced and grounded, they're gonna have to wait for Modern Warfare 4 next year. And those types of COD fans will probably just be playing Battlefield 6 this year in the meantime. But I can confidently say after playing so much of this beta that if you're one of those people that's been waiting for a more futuristic Call of Duty game that's also faster paced and sort of has the exosuits without fully committing to absolutely insane movements, then this is the game for you for sure. And it is really interesting because even though this game has wall jumping and stuff, you don't have to be a movement king. You don't have to spam it. You can do totally fine just running around the map and just shooting people. It's not like that style of gameplay has just magically disappeared because we can, you know, do this, jump off a wall. You can play at your own pace. But let's just get straight to the point. The reason why I'm mentioning Battlefield 6 is a problem for Black Ops 7 is because according to Call of Duty in the skill-based matchmaking white paper, they essentially told us and they said that skill-based matchmaking is better for player retention, and they showed us the numbers. But now it kind of seems like out of the blue, they're sort of walking that back, and now they're giving us classic matchmaking. And it does make you wonder, why are they doing that? Why all of a sudden are they deciding to put stuff like this in the game? And I think it really is because of Battlefield 6. And I'm not saying this to fuel the stupid tribalist mentality of like, oh,
It's Battlefield 6 or nothing.
that is not why I'm saying this at all. I'm saying it because Battlefield 6's matchmaking system is essentially unchanged from previous Battlefield games. There is some skill-based matchmaking, and they do factor skill when you're using quick match in Battlefield games. But the difference, though, is that much like this open mosh pit that we have right now in Black Ops 7, the consideration of skill for the matchmaking is not a top priority. Which is why this entire thing is so fascinating. Because for the first time in what feels like forever, they're actually willing to sacrifice the precious skill-based matchmaking system that is protecting casual players and people who aren't as good at the game. They are sacrificing that because of the competition from Battlefield. Because they know that Battlefield's default matchmaking system is essentially also classic matchmaking in Call of Duty. It essentially has no skill base. And the main thing that could be really worrying about them running these tests and having the open mosh pit is that once the Black Ops 7 beta is all done and over with, they come back to us later on with the data and they say, hey guys, look, we tried to do the whole no skill-based matchmaking thing, but guess what? We found that the casual players were constantly quitting, they were doing terrible. We gave them in-game surveys and they constantly said, oh, we weren't having fun. And even though it's just a hypothetical at this point, if that does end up being the case, then they're gonna have an argument against having no skill-based matchmaking in the full game, and then we might not even get it, which would be super, super disappointing. Because again, man, I'm having a lot of fun with this game, and I'm playing it a lot more than I thought I was going to. But a big, big reason for that is because of these open mosh pits, and if we don't have classic matchmaking as the default experience for Black Ops 7 at launch, we might be in trouble. But I will say though, regardless of how that ends up turning out, I just want to let you guys know, content-wise, I have plans to do all kinds of stuff for both Battlefield 6 and Black Ops 7. We have mastery camo grinding in both games, we got quad feed with every gun coming up for both games, and I'm also considering doing the Mythbusters series for both games as well. So regardless of how the skill-based matchmaking stuff turns out for Black Ops 7, I still have plans to make some insane content for you guys. But definitely let me know in the comments what you guys think about the cheating problem in the beta so far, as well as the open mosh pit. I definitely want to know how the experience has been going for you guys so far. And with that being said, thank you guys very much for watching. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this Black Ops 7 video. If you guys did and you want to see some more BO7 stuff, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys later.
I don't need a dime, bitch, I'm still a